Welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Silvertongue, also known as Dr. Hamilton. And thank you for following my series where I go to patients' houses, figure out their symptoms, and help them getting better. And this is another week of that. So who do we have here today?
My name is Jimena.
Do you have any pain in the body? Have you ever had any pain in the body? Okay.
Yes, occasionally I get a little bit of lower back pain.
When is the first time you ever had that?
Maybe 3 or 4 years ago during work.
What were you doing when it happened?
Typically, if my posture is not where it should be, if I'm overcompensating for my viewpoint, it'll flare up a little bit.
Okay. And what do you do for work?
I'm in dental.
Okay. So is there anything that you've been doing that kind of helps with the back pain? Like how frequently are you getting the back pain?
I started wearing what are they called? Okay.
Wait, a brace?
Like a back brace. I typically wear a girdle to tighten everything and keep back straight.
How frequently are you wearing the girdle?
Not every day.
Okay.
Like a couple times a week.
We'll talk about that later. Okay, so the girdle, and that's it. For what you told me earlier that this is your first time getting chiropractic.
Correct.
Have you ever had any other type of body work done for your low back? Okay. This is exciting, very exciting. So let's check you out. Let's have you go on your stomach. And so the face is going to go in here, and then the hands can go on the side of the table.
Okay. Oh. Hold
What
on.
we're going to do is check out the legs. Okay. And right. Okay. Is it typically lower or the upper portion of the low back?
Right there.
And that felt like the tightest spot. Okay. And you can also see that your leg is a little bit off as well. A lot of times what can happen whenever that leg is just out of position, what can happen is that pelvis just shifts, and then that could cause a lot of pressure in the low back. So what's important is that we just release that pelvis and help open it up a lot more so that things can move a lot better. And I'm just gonna do a few tests. Let's go to this side. So I'm gonna lift this up. Is this painful at all?
Not painful, but
Tight.
the other one was more.
But you were saying the first one was tight.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, how's that?
Good.
No. Actually, let's have you get up. Let's have you stand up. And so we can do face that way. And we're just gonna do a little bit of range of motion. So what you could do is, this is basically just to see what aggravates the low back, or if it does get aggravated at all. Let's have you lean over to touch your toes. Any pain in your low back with that?
No.
Come back up, and then arch your back all the way towards the ceiling. And you come back. Any pain with that?
No, a little tight.
A little bit tight. Lean to the side. Lean to the other side. Is there anything with that? And then twist. Twist the other way. Any pain or anything with that? Okay, give yourself a little bit of adjustment. All right, so let's have you go back on the table. Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on this middle back portion, but the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna use a soft tissue tool right here, and this is going to help loosen up the tightness in the back area. And I'm also gonna apply a lubricant to that area, but it's also menthol, and it's gonna help loosen up that area a lot more as well. And it also just helps with pain in general. So let's put this area right here. Let me know if it feels like it's too much pressure. Okay. You may be a little bit sore after this later today or tomorrow. It's supposed to be like an aggressive thing to help stimulate blood flow and break up any chronic scar tissue that's down there. Okay. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know if there's too much pressure. Okay, we'll stop it right there. All right. Now what we can do is I'm just going to shift the hips back into position using what's known as drop table. So it uses gravity to help shift the hips back into position, and the table's gonna drop. So come down to the foot of the table a little bit. That's good, that's better, that's good. So what we're gonna do is, doing okay?
Yep.
Okay. Let's do it one more time. Nice. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna move these vertebrae right here because we're just gonna put some motion back into that area. Feels pretty locked up where you said you had your issue. I'm gonna go right above it as well. Let's take a deep breath in. Then breathe out. Nice. Breath in. Breathe out. There you go. There you go. You doing okay?
Yes.
All right. And we're gonna move this one right here. There you go. Good. All right. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move this low back. So get on your side facing towards me. Come a little bit closer to the edge of the table. And what we can do is you can relax this. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Nice. That's pretty good. We're gonna do the other side. Face this way.
Okay.
You can relax this. Straight out that bottom leg a little bit more. There you go. And what we'll do is take a deep breath in here. Breathe out. There you go. Let's have you go on your back. And we can also stretch out those legs, man. And we'll do this one right here. We'll just get the TFL, which is the side of the leg. Because a lot of times when the side of the leg gets tight, it can pull on the low back, cause you to have some back pain. And we'll do this one right here. Does that feel okay? Okay. Alright. And I'm also going to get your hips as well. So grip onto both sides of the table. Yeah, just like that. There you go. And then let's get this one right here. Okay. And we can move this. Last but not least, we are going to get your neck. Let's check that out. Let's do this one right here. Okay, we'll get this one right here. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, don't move. This is your first adjustment. So I would give your nervous system about 20 seconds to allow it to adapt, because this is your first time the entire 21 years that you've been alive. This is the last time that pressure's been taken off. So later today, you may feel great. I wouldn't test it out, wouldn't do anything that you're not used to.
Okay.
But you also may feel a little bit worse after this in terms of soreness.
Okay.
And what you should do is just drink a lot of water, and anywhere where you feel sore, you should ice it down for about 10 minutes per hour as needed. And let's check out your range of motion. Let's help you out. All right, so you can stand up, you can stand on that side of the table. There you go. And you can lean over, touch your toes. Looks like it's going down a little bit further too. Come up all the way. You come back. Does it feel stiff or anything at all?
Better?
And then you can lean to the side. Other side. Yeah, you're moving a lot better too. And then you can twist. And then twist the other way. Yeah, pretty good. All right. So you said that you wear your girdle to work a couple times a week, and is for the full day that you wear it.
Mm-hmm.
You actually should not be wearing your girdle. The whole purpose of wearing braces is a good thing whenever we're in acute severe back pain, because it helps you get through that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why people wear braces and back braces and things like that. But the problem is that whenever we wear it for an extended amount of time, the muscles just get weaker. And your body is very intelligent, so it knows to not be strong anymore. And but an example is, I had a patient. He had a really bad injury in the 70s. He fell down in construction, and he's 76 now, and he walks like he's been wearing a back brace since the 70s. And no one has ever told him that he shouldn't do that. And just feeling his muscles, it's like jello, and he's hunched over and he walks like this because all that is weak. Not saying that's going to happen to you because you're not wearing it all the time, but I wouldn't wear it for the pain. I would wear it only if you're in like a significant amount of pain. What you should do instead is core strengthening exercises.
Okay.
And we can go over a few of core strengthening exercises without making this video too long. Let's get started on something that you can do for that. A really good one that you could do is, let's have you go on your back. Now, this really helps get the front part of your core. And what you can do is, you keep your legs bent, actually. And then what you're going to do is you're going to keep, like you're trying to reach up. And I would hold this right here. This really helps get your abdomen. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lean forward. You're going to lift up to touch my hand. There you go. You come down, come up again, come down. Just lost light. Down. And then you would do 20 of those in the morning, and I would do 20 at night. And then the next thing that you would do is you would go on your stomach. And this is called the Superman, one of my favorite ones. And basically what you can do, so this gets the back part. And what you would do is you keep both your legs, both your hands forward, like you're, what we're gonna call the Superwoman. So you keep both of them straight, you're gonna lift up both of them up, and then this should be firing and this should be firing, and you hold it for 3 seconds and then you go back down. And then you go back up, 2, 3, go back down. Up, 2, 3, go back down. And then you're gonna do 20 of those in the morning, 20 at night. So I'll add with that. And something else that you will wanna do is come out, you can come up and have a seat. So what you wanna do is always think about it like this. You want your core to be tight. And you want your muscles to be actively doing that. You don't want a girdle to be doing that for you. So what you want to do is you're just thinking about drawing your belly button to the spine. So you should always just have a contracted core. Not like severely contracted, like you're trying to like flex, but you just want it to be contracted to an extent, and that will help stabilize things. And then the more you do your core exercises, the stronger your spine becomes and the less pain that we will have. There we go.
Okay.
And that's why I shouldn't do it. Well, thank you for coming to my channel and watching this video. I'll be here next week. And we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.